hey. Didn't see you there. I'm just dressing up for my 18.7 weeks until Halloween party. I'm a pirate. I feel like something's missing. Oh. What is this? This feels like something I know, but I've just forgot. And why does it look like it's been drawn by a 12-year-old? CSGO had many maps in the game, but only a few stuck around. Because if there's one thing Counter-Strike players hate, it's change. The map pool has stayed rather stale for the past decade because every single time Valve try and add a new map, the community just spits it out like a baby who's just been fed vegetables. This leads to most new maps being deleted and lost to time. So I'm going to show you some of these maps today and jog your memory a bit.
Now it's time for an analytical review of the first map, but get rid of that. How did that get there? Silly me. Yes, this.
This is DE Austria. Let's give you a rundown. Most, if not all, Counter-Strike maps start with both teams at opposite sides of the map and then 3 lanes going down the map.
An A lane, a B lane, and a mid lane. All with a couple connectors in between each one to connect.
This is the best way to make a map and is tried and true in most maps except for these 4 lovely exceptions. This map is featured in Austria, if you couldn't tell by the snow, the architecture, and perhaps the name, with beautiful bridges and lit up buildings. Tactically though, this map features a rather normal T and CT spawn, an indoor mid area, which is very cluttered, and a very small B site, and a pretty empty A site.
With a catwalk that just overall stinks.
That seems to be why it didn't work well in competitive play. From what I remember back when it was in competitive play, it seems that the rooms were just too narrow, and the angles a bit too cluttered. And a lot of places were just cleared too easily. I mean, look what coming out of Cat looks like. Just very awkward.
Aztec. It's a 3-lane map, I guess.
But this map isn't forgotten per se. What is definitely forgotten is just how long ago it was removed from the game. It was removed completely from the game in 2017, really due to it just being completely unpopular. But why was it unpopular? Because it was unplayable and unfixable and completely overwhelmed by its flaws. It would just never work out competitively without a complete rewrite. But then it just wouldn't be Aztec anymore. And the only real reason why the map was still in the game to begin with is because of its legendary status. Most games would end up with a CT side winning 15-0. This led Valve to scrap Aztec, which is a shame because it dominated the early 2000s. They later would reintroduce it as a sequel, but it'd be completely unrecognizable. Known as the new map DE Ancient. DE Ancient was referred in the map files as HR_Aztec, and it reuses loads of its assets, and let's just be honest, have a look at them. They're clearly siblings.
DE Log was a shit show. I mean, look at this mess. It's a twisty-turny bundle of nonsense. I guess it was a 3-lane map, but it served more as a main.
This map was very forgettable, but I'm sure anyone who was playing the game at this time, in October 2016, will remember it. This shit is awful. There were little windows, little hiding spots everywhere, and twisty-turny caves. Counter-Strike maps work best when there are tight angles. Most walls you see in Counter-Strike are 90-degree turns. They're very straight.
This map is a constant curve, and it sucks for it. There's so much going on in this map, I can't even begin to explain it. But I think this clip summarizes it perfectly.
Can I just jump in here? I'm dead! I'm dead! What's your What is that little window?
Moving on again to DE Seaside. Now this map is a classic. Everyone remembers this map for just how fun it was. No one took this map seriously, and I think that's what set it apart. And I think it's why it's one of the only maps to ever be added to CSGO which I actually remembered fondly.
Added in Operation Payback in 2013.
Removed on October 13th, 2016.
Added back randomly in July of 2019.
And then removed again like 6 months later. Seaside is a 3-lane map, I guess, but no one really played it for that. They played it for the funny moments you could have falling off the edge and the silly wood feel of the map.
If you still want to play it, don't worry. It's still in the best game mode of all time, counter blocks.
One last mention is Santorini. Although there's speculation that it could be added back in a new update. Maybe with an operation?
Anyways, there are plenty of maps in CSGO that got removed that I don't even remember. Check them out in the link below.
Do you know what else you can check out? The subscribe button. And maybe even the like button? Anyways, that's been me. Thanks for watching.
And don't forget to
stay frosty.
Where am I? Anyone hear me? Hello?
Wakey, it's time again. One word answers and keep talking then. We're talking and not talking back then. One cappuccino over side of 5 out of 10. Down in my corner, my 10 out of 10.